Every ceiling fan in America has a reverse switch that could cut winter heating bills by 20%, and almost nobody uses it correctly. The physics is simple. The equipment is already installed in roughly 84 million American homes, and the operating cost is pennies per day. Yet the overwhelming majority of homeowners with ceiling fans ignore them entirely during winter months, or use them in configurations that actively increase heating costs rather than decreasing them. Running a ceiling fan correctly during winter takes $15 worth of electricity across an entire season, while saving $200 to $500 in heating energy costs. The savings are real, documented across decades of building performance research, and available to anyone with a standard ceiling fan installed in a room with reasonable ceiling height. Understanding why ceiling fans help in winter requires understanding what happens to heated air in typical rooms, and how that behavior differs from what most homeowners assume. The principle driving winter ceiling fan operation involves the persistent temperature stratification that develops in heated rooms. Warm air is less dense than cool air, so heated air naturally rises toward the ceiling. In a typical room with 8 to 10-foot ceilings and forced air heating, the air temperature near the ceiling can be 15 to 20 degrees warmer than the air at foot level. The thermostat, typically mounted at 5 or 6 feet above floor level, senses temperature at that elevation while vast reservoirs of warmer air accumulate overhead without contributing to occupant comfort. The heating system continues running to maintain thermostat set point temperatures while substantial heated air sits unused near the ceiling. This temperature stratification represents wasted heating energy that ceiling fans can recover by gently mixing the room air. The correct winter operation involves running the ceiling fan in reverse direction at low speed. Every modern ceiling fan includes a reverse switch, typically a small slide or toggle on the motor housing accessible by looking up at the fan. The standard direction, used for summer cooling, blows air downward to create wind-chill cooling on occupants. Reverse direction, used for winter warming, pulls air upward at the fan and displaces the warm ceiling air gently downward along the walls. The resulting air circulation mixes warm ceiling air with cooler floor-level air, reducing the stratification without creating drafts that would produce cooling wind-chill effects. The speed setting matters substantially. Summer operation typically uses medium or high speeds to produce noticeable air movement for cooling. Winter operation should use the lowest available speed, producing gentle air circulation without perceptible drafts. Running winter fans at higher speeds creates wind-chill cooling that offsets the heating benefits from air mixing, producing net cooling rather than heating benefits. The subtle nature of proper winter operation contrasts with the more forceful air movement appropriate for summer, which is why many homeowners who correctly use fans during summer fail to operate them effectively during winter. Derek Thompson-Brill, a residential energy efficiency consultant who has conducted thermal performance assessments on 680 homes across Minnesota and Wisconsin, has documented typical performance impacts from proper ceiling fan operation during winter. His measured data shows that rooms with ceiling fans running in reverse at low speed during heated conditions typically achieve 3 to 6 degree reductions in vertical temperature stratification. The reduced stratification means the thermostat can satisfy occupant comfort at set point temperatures 3 to 5 degrees lower than would otherwise be required, producing heating energy savings of 15 to 25% during fan-operated periods. The application benefits vary substantially based on ceiling height and room geometry. Rooms with standard 8-foot ceilings show modest stratification benefits, typically 2 to 4 degree temperature improvements with proper fan operation. Rooms with higher ceilings of 10 to 12 feet show more substantial benefits, often 5 to 10 degree stratification reductions. Vaulted ceilings of 15 to 20 feet or higher can show dramatic stratification with 15 to 25 degree temperature differences between ceiling peaks and floor levels. These high-ceiling rooms benefit most substantially from proper fan operation, with heating energy savings sometimes reaching 30 to 40% for spaces previously dominated by stratification losses. The heating system interaction deserves specific attention. Homes with forced air heating systems concentrate heat delivery at register locations, typically in floors, walls, or ceilings. The pattern of heated air distribution interacts with ceiling fan operation in ways that can either enhance or counteract the mixing benefits. Ceiling registers dumping heated air directly at ceiling level benefit substantially from fan circulation that moves the heated air into occupied zones. Floor registers introducing warm air at lower levels benefit from fan circulation that prevents the warm air from rising prematurely before satisfying comfort at occupied levels. Each heating system configuration produces specific optimal fan operation patterns that residents can identify through observation and experimentation. Amanda Foster Klein, a building scientist at a major insulation manufacturer who has documented performance data from thousands of residential assessments, has calculated typical energy impacts from proper ceiling fan operation in conjunction with various heating system configurations. Her aggregated data shows average heating energy savings of 14 to 22% when ceiling fans are correctly operated throughout winter months, with specific installations achieving higher or lower savings based on individual circumstances. The reliability of modest but meaningful savings across diverse home configurations supports broad applicability of the approach. The optimal thermostat setback strategy, when using winter ceiling fans, differs from conventional approaches. Many homeowners set thermostats 2 to 4 degrees lower during winter fan operation, allowing the equivalent comfort provided by reduced stratification to reduce heating energy consumption. This setback produces the calculated energy savings while maintaining comfortable conditions. Without reducing thermostat settings, ceiling fans simply eliminate stratification while heating costs remain constant. The true energy savings come from the setback that becomes feasible once stratification is eliminated. The installation requirements for effective winter operation are minimal, since most American homes already have ceiling fans installed. Homes without existing fans can install them at costs of $80 to $400 per fan, depending on complexity and features. Typical installations take 1 to 3 hours for a contractor, or 2 to 6 hours for do-it-yourself homeowners with basic electrical skills. The fans should be installed at heights of 7 to 9 feet above finished floor, with at least 12 to 18 inches of clearance between blade tips and ceiling surface for proper air circulation. Installations not meeting these geometric criteria may show reduced effectiveness. Wesley Parkinson installed ceiling fans in all 5 primary rooms of his Wisconsin home in 2019, specifically targeting winter heating energy reduction along with summer cooling benefits. His total installation cost was approximately $780 for fans plus electrical work. His documented annual heating energy consumption decreased by approximately 23% across the following 5 winters compared to baseline consumption before fan installation. Annual heating cost savings averaged $380 at his local utility rates. Payback period on his fan installation was approximately 2 years. The fans continue operating as designed with minimal maintenance beyond annual blade cleaning. The fan features that support winter effectiveness include reverse direction capability, variable speed control with meaningfully slow low settings, appropriate blade pitch for air movement at low speeds, and reliable motor operation across extended low-speed running periods. Budget-priced fans sometimes lack these features or execute them poorly, producing disappointing winter performance. Mid-range fans priced at $80 to $200 typically perform well for winter applications. Premium fans priced above $300 add features like remote controls, integrated lighting, and advanced motor designs that may be worthwhile for specific applications but aren't strictly necessary for winter heating support. The noise characteristics of ceiling fans can affect acceptability during winter use. Fans running at low speeds for extended periods during winter should operate with minimal noise, as residents will be exposed to the sound for many hours continuously. Well-designed fans with quality motors produce minimal noise at low speeds, often below background room noise levels. Cheap fans or fans with motor problems may produce audible hum, click, or whine sounds that become annoying across extended operation. Testing fans for low-speed noise before committing to winter use is worthwhile, with problematic fans potentially benefiting from maintenance, adjustment, or replacement. Sophia Reyes, an interior designer who has integrated ceiling fans into 134 residential projects focused on energy efficiency and aesthetic. Integration emphasizes that fan selection affects both performance and acceptability. Her documented projects show substantial winter energy benefits from appropriate fan selection and operation across diverse home styles and climate zones. The combination of appropriate fan products with proper installation and correct operation produces reliable winter heating cost reductions that pay for themselves within 2 to 4 years in most cases. Now for the obstacles and limitations to broader ceiling fan winter use. First, public awareness of correct winter fan operation remains limited. Most homeowners have no idea that fans help with heating, or know about the general concept but don't know the specific details about direction, speed, and thermostat setback required for effective operation. Without awareness, the installed fans sit unused during winter or operate incorrectly, producing no benefits or actually increasing energy consumption. Second, the reverse switches on ceiling fans are often poorly documented or difficult to locate. Homeowners may not know their fans have reverse capability or may not be able to find the switch without careful examination or consultation of user manuals. Switches located on motor housings require standing on ladders or chairs to access, which some homeowners find inconvenient enough to skip entirely. Modern fans with remote control reversal are easier to use but represent only a subset of installed equipment. Third, some fans lack the appropriate low-speed operation needed for winter use. Single-speed fans or fans with only medium and high settings cannot deliver the gentle air movement required for winter stratification reduction without creating excessive drafts. These fans can still help during summer at their available speeds, but don't serve winter applications effectively. Replacing such fans with variable speed units produces the winter capability, but requires investment that may not be economically justified by winter energy savings alone. Fourth, the installation height requirements limit applicability in rooms with standard 8-foot ceilings. Ceiling fans need 7 feet of clearance above the floor for safety and functional air movement. Rooms with 8-foot ceilings can only accommodate flush-mount fans that provide less effective air circulation than standard mount fans with down rods. Rooms with lower ceilings cannot accommodate fans safely. These geometric constraints limit fan applicability in some older homes with low ceilings. Fifth, the aesthetic considerations sometimes conflict with energy efficiency goals. Ceiling fans produce a specific visual effect that some homeowners find unappealing in certain room styles. Formal living rooms, elegant dining rooms, and rooms with intricate ceiling treatments may benefit from ceiling fans thermally, but lose visual appeal that the homeowners value. These aesthetic concerns represent legitimate trade-offs that individual homeowners must weigh based on their own priorities. Despite these considerations, ceiling fan winter operation offers one of the lowest cost and most accessible energy efficiency improvements available to the approximately 84 million American households with installed ceiling fans. The improvement requires no additional equipment, minimal behavioral change, and produces meaningful energy savings across standard residential applications. The multi-room strategy for comprehensive home ceiling fan operation requires coordinated approach across all heated spaces rather than isolated fan use in individual rooms. Whole home ceiling fan strategies consider air movement patterns between connected rooms, heating system register locations, and occupancy patterns that determine where thermal benefits matter most. A kitchen fan operating simultaneously with a living room fan can create useful air circulation patterns that move heated air from areas with active cooking to adjacent living areas where heating load otherwise concentrates. Bedrooms benefit from fan operation during evening hours when occupants spend time there before sleep. Seasonal patterns can shift fan operation priorities across different weather periods, with colder weather requiring more aggressive fan use in primary living spaces, while milder weather allows more focused operation. The smart home integration opportunities for ceiling fan operation have expanded substantially with the proliferation of connected home automation systems. Modern smart ceiling fans connect to home automation hubs, allowing automated scheduling, temperature-based activation, and occupancy-based operation. Integration with smart thermostats allows coordinated operation of heating systems and ceiling fans for optimal combined performance. Voice assistant integration allows verbal commands to adjust fan settings without manual switch manipulation. These automation capabilities make proper winter fan operation substantially more accessible for homeowners who might otherwise neglect manual fan management throughout the long winter season. The maintenance requirements for ceiling fans operating through winter differ modestly from summer-only operation. Dust accumulation on blades can build up over extended operating periods, affecting both aesthetic appearance and air movement efficiency. Winter operation generates different patterns of dust accumulation than summer operation due to different indoor air conditions. Annual cleaning of fan blades, motor housings, and light fixtures maintains both appearance and performance. Occasional lubrication of motor bearings in older fan designs prevents noise development and extends equipment life. Modern sealed motor designs typically require no lubrication across their full service life. These maintenance tasks take 15 to 30 minutes per fan annually and cost essentially nothing in materials. The regional climate variations in ceiling fan winter benefits deserve consideration. Cold climate regions with severe winters show the greatest absolute energy savings from proper winter fan operation, often $400 to $800 annually in homes with high heating loads. Mild climate regions show smaller absolute savings, but typically higher percentage reductions relative to modest total heating loads. Climates with significant heating and cooling loads benefit from year-round fan use with appropriate direction reversal across seasons. Climates with minimal heating or cooling requirements may see smaller absolute benefits, but still achieve worthwhile returns on fan investments. The appropriate fan strategy varies across climate zones, but remains valuable across virtually all American climate regions. The historical context for ceiling fan adoption in American homes reveals interesting patterns. Ceiling fans became widespread in American residential construction during the 1980s, as energy costs increased following the 1970s oil crisis. The primary motivation was summer cooling cost reduction, with winter applications receiving little attention. Industry marketing emphasized cooling benefits while largely ignoring heating benefits, establishing the public perception that fans are summer-only equipment. This historical marketing legacy persists in consumer awareness, despite decades of research documenting winter benefits, contributing to the underutilization of fans during heating seasons. Shifting public awareness to include winter benefits requires overcoming decades of accumulated perception that fans serve only cooling purposes. The aggregated economic impact of nationwide correct ceiling fan winter operation would be substantial. If American homeowners collectively implemented proper winter ceiling fan operation, the resulting energy savings would represent billions of dollars annually in avoided heating costs. Reduced peak heating demand would also reduce electrical grid infrastructure requirements, avoiding capacity investments that would otherwise be needed. Natural gas consumption for heating would decrease proportionally, reducing fossil fuel extraction requirements and associated environmental impacts. These aggregated benefits accumulate from individual household decisions to operate existing equipment correctly, representing one of the most accessible opportunities for meaningful energy efficiency progress at national scale. The verification methods available to homeowners allow direct confirmation of ceiling fan winter benefits without requiring complex measurements. A simple approach involves comparing thermostat cycling frequency and duration during equivalent outdoor weather conditions with and without proper fan operation. Homeowners can record heating system operation patterns for several days with fans running correctly, then for several days without fan operation, comparing results to verify the energy savings. More sophisticated approaches use smart thermostat data showing heating system runtime across different operational configurations. These self-verification options allow homeowners to confirm the savings they achieve in their specific homes rather than relying solely on generalized performance estimates. The environmental implications of broader correct ceiling fan operation would be substantial at aggregate scale. If the 84 million American homes with ceiling fans achieved 15% winter heating energy savings through proper fan operation, the aggregate savings would reach approximately 80 to 140 terawatt-hours of heating energy annually. This represents 5 to 9% of total American residential heating consumption, an unusually large fraction of total energy consumption that could be eliminated through simple behavior change without additional equipment investment. The corresponding emission reductions and infrastructure demand reductions would be meaningful contributions to broader energy and climate goals. The social implications of ceiling fan winter operation include shared awareness of simple energy efficiency practices that families, communities, and workplaces can adopt without specialized knowledge. Educational campaigns reaching schools, community centers, homeowner associations, and utility customer communications could spread awareness of correct winter fan operation to substantial populations within a few winter seasons. Simple demonstrations showing the reverse switch, the appropriate speed setting, and the thermostat setback strategy could be produced in short videos and simple written materials. The educational lift required to implement this energy efficiency measure, broadly, is minimal compared to most other energy efficiency initiatives. The economic evaluation for individual homeowners strongly favors ceiling fan winter operation when the homes already have fans installed. Zero incremental equipment cost combined with meaningful winter energy savings produces essentially infinite return on investment. Even for homes requiring fan installation, the combined benefits of summer cooling and winter heating energy reduction typically produce payback periods of 280 to 4 years on the fan investment, with continued benefits for the remaining 15 to 30-year life of the fans. Few other energy efficiency measures offer comparable economic performance. Consider what properly operating ceiling fans during winter means for family comfort and budget. The winter comfort improvement from eliminating temperature stratification is noticeable immediately, with rooms feeling more uniformly warm at lower thermostat settings. The heating bill reduction appears on monthly utility statements across winter months. The extended savings accumulate across years and decades of continued use. The environmental benefit accumulates similarly. The required investment ranges from $0 to a few $100s. The required behavior change involves flipping a reverse switch and selecting low speed each fall, then adjusting the thermostat to take advantage of improved comfort conditions. The lift is small. The benefits are substantial. The opportunity waits. In most American homes, for anyone willing to pay attention to the equipment already installed and operate it as designed. Whether any given family takes advantage of this opportunity remains personal choice. The option exists in virtually every American home with ceiling fans, which describes the majority of residential buildings. The evidence consistently supports the performance. The operating requirements couldn't be simpler. The potential savings reward even modest attention to this widely ignored capability.